Good afternoon. It's what is today? August 23rd, 2025. And this is for everybody. This isn't just for my union. Uh, but when you're in a union, this isn't specific to mine, but when you're in a union and you're picking your executives, be sure and attend your monthly meetings and an annual meeting where you assign your union reps. And you get to know them and you get to know how smart they are at issues instead of sitting back at home doing what you do, watching hockey games or whatever, and somebody elects someone you don't want, and you weren't there to find out why that person was elected, then you think the person's incompetent. You don't because you don't understand negotiations. Uh, Everything you're doing sounds wrong. That's the whole issue. So anyhow, when you pick somebody, you're picking someone to preside over meetings. That would be, I guess, whatever your union is, it would be the president is the one that presides over meetings. The president selects a negotiating team when it's time to negotiate, and he doesn't pick idiots. He doesn't pick people that are his best friends. He doesn't pick. What he picks is people with the experience that understand the labor code, that understand their employer and their employer tactics, understands the CLRB. Um, there's not just in your collective agreement and the whole bit. It's not just that you say, oh well, we just push, fight. It's very complicated. It's very legal, and most unions have a lawyer of some kind to work with them. We I don't think we use a lawyer that often, just maybe on the fine print. But the union I'm in, uh, the people that do arbitrations are from the work floor. The people that are shop stewards are from the work floor. The people at national office are from the work floor. Our staff at national office is unionized. I believe it's in the regional office too. I think they're in the office professionals union or one of those. So there's all kinds of negotiating going on, and when you don't understand, you say, why are they doing that? Why are they doing this? There's a reason. They know exactly what they're doing, and usually when someone gets picked to negotiate, they're usually from a huge local, and huge locals in the terms of Canada would be Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver. Those are the big things. So usually you'll get someone from those teams. They'll be on there doing it for you. So you think, well, why don't they just do this? Why don't they just do that? Because there's all kinds of rules. So all these complaints usually come from someone who hasn't even read their collective agreement or the constitution of their union and then criticize because it just doesn't sound right. What our negotiators know is that when Canada Post wants something, or the airlines want something, or the logging wants something, it's usually not what they want, it's what they want next. So whatever's the first thing is pretty harmless looking, and then they go, well, you've been doing that, now I want this. So there's more to it than just, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take some money I can fold and put in my pocket as a signing bonus. Big deal, you get that once. Any benefits and raises go on forever, or until you to retire. But if you take a signing bonus instead of a raise or a good benefit, it's gone. It's in your pocket, gets taxed, boom, where is it? It happens all the time. So the best way is when you're getting into, negotiations is coming up, no matter what union you're in, start tightening your belt. Start eating a little different, start saving, start doing this because you know you're going to be in a tough spot. And the problem is you're off, so you're on strike and you're off and you're bored and you may be spending more money than you did if you were working. So I don't know, but all I want to say to people is that it's a very, very tough game negotiating because Canada Post, Air Canada, Western Log, or whoever all these other logging companies and fire departments and everything, they're up against corporations that have an army of lawyers, and they got all the angles. These guys, after you shake their hands, count your fingers. You may be missing a few. So That's the problem. Um, we have a negotiating team. They have lawyers. The advantage is their lawyers don't know Canada Post. They just know the collective agreement. They know what the goals of Canada Post. So that's where we're at. I just wanted to say that because I think people are getting all worked up again. It's not an incompetent negotiators. It's basically Canada Post. I mean, the only thing we can do as a union people is withdraw our labor. But Canada Post can do a whole bunch of other things, monkey business. So we're kind of trapped there, but we've got a wise crew that knows what to do and what not to do. I can tell you, if like Air Canada, for example, apparently it was an article I read, they gave up a $10,000 salary, a portion of their salary, to get Air Canada back on its feet. How'd that work out? How about Chrysler? Give us back two an hour, two an hour, two an hour. How'd that work out? Yeah. And guess where that jerk that was CEO at Chrysler who started that cutting, he went to Canada Post. And he was the same guy that was working for DeLorean who went out of business because they were packing their cars with cocaine, got caught. So it's just a convoluted mess. It's really weird. Anyhow, so that's what you have. The CEO mentality, an employer that's got an army of lawyers and they can wait you out. Eventually they have to settle unless the company goes bankrupt. But even then, they've got your pension to pay out. Again, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's not to their advantage to claim bankruptcy or anything. And besides that, it's a crown corporation. And the way these crown corporations negotiate, and whether it's BC Ferries or whatever else, they negotiate like they're big tough CEOs of a private corporation, and they're not. So anyhow, thought I'd throw that out there and say, just relax, everybody. I already said it before. The worst, when you're going on strike or you're in the middle of negotiations, the worst has already happened. They're throwing a bunch of garbage at you. You're already getting paid your same wage. And if it goes on forever, you're getting paid your same wage. So, I mean, it's not as if they fired everybody that votes no on a contract. It doesn't work like that. So just relax. Participate in your union so you know who these people are and what they do for you. And they go back to the work floor after they don't get elected, especially in my union. When they don't get elected again in the next annual convention, they go back to the work floor. They're not private people. They're not overpaid. They're paid our national officers are paid about I think it's about $8,000 more than the full-time PO4, and it's in the Constitution to read it for yourself. So it's not as if it's a big money job and it's big and they got to hang on to it. It's not that. Most union people in all unions want to do it because they enjoy the fight with the employer and they enjoy looking after you. So if they weren't there, you'd be pretty much screwed, I can tell you. So be nice to them too. We've got over phase one. You're into phase two. We'll see what happens. Canada Post, I think, can see the light in the tunnel, and it's a train coming the other way. So you're heading into the Christmas season and the bulk mailers and everything. So anyhow, have a good day, and didn't mean to bother you or bore you with this, but just sit back and relax. They got the steering wheel, they're driving the car, and you just sit in the back seat and enjoy yourself. Life hasn't changed for you. If you watched what you were doing financially, life would not change for you from the day you went on strike. So anyhow, have a great day, and try and stay out of that heat, and solidarity to all.